Hello, how are you today? Hope you're well. We're here for another Super Zen class. We have lots of Pilates exercises to go through and some beautiful yoga poses. We're going to start with a warm-up, and if you want, you can use a chair. If you feel more safe and comfortable, you can use a chair. Or you can use the chair in another way, just for some support when you need. If you don't need the chair, we can start standing. If you have yoga mat, you can use it. If you don't, you can use a towel or just a rug or a mat. If you have ball, Pilates or yoga blocks or resistance bands, you can use them as well. Okay, so let's go through our warm-up. If you're standing or if you're sitting, just bring your feet hip distance, so have a look to your toes, spread them on the floor, keep them in line with your knees and your hip bones. Okay, and we're going to start with the feet, so toes, wiggle your toes. You can go through a Mexican wave here if you want. Start with the big toes and go all the way to the little ones. And then feel your feet on the floor, four corners of your feet touching the floor. When you find your base, we're going to bring the attention to the knees. So you want to keep your knees soft at all times. Just bring your hands to your knees. Give them some special attention. You can roll the knees if you're standing, or you can just push knees from side to side if you're sitting down. Very gently. And keep your knees pointing to your toes and bring your hands to your hips. We're going to go for a big circle with the hips. Just push them in every direction. And then the other way. Really just to feel the muscles around your hips. And we come back to center. Remember those knees soft. And think about squeezing your belly button and tucking tailbone. So you feel your pelvis in a neutral position. We can play here a little bit, just forwards and backwards. So looking here to the side, knees soft, and then you release and squeeze the abs in. Release and squeeze. It's a small movement to feel your hips and your pelvis. One more time, and we're going to keep that gentle squeeze in your abs. Knees soft, so we have really good base to move here. If you're sitting, you can do the same thing. Release and squeeze the abs. Push the belly button to the spine. And then keep it in for a strong core. So you can move the shoulders. Big shoulder rolls. Up, back and down. Bring them up to your ears. Then roll them back and down. One more time. Okay, relax the shoulders and bring the attention to your wrists. We're just going to roll one way and the other. One way and the other. Are your knees still soft? And your belly button pushing to the spine? Very good. Now push your hands forwards, stretch your arms, and remember to keep the shoulders relaxed. Bring them to the sides. And some little circles here. One way and the other. Feeling your spine long as you move your arms. Very good. Release. Okay, give a little shake. And let's go back to the same position. Knees soft, belly in, shoulders down. Now warming up the neck, we're going to bring chin to chest and eyes to the ceiling. As you breathe in and out, feel your breath flowing and feel your spine long. One more time here. And I'm going to change direction. Let's turn to one side and the other. time. Very good. Now ear to shoulder. Feel the stretch. Go as far as you want. And remember, shoulders relaxed, arms long, belly in, and knees soft. Right. Let's go for a big circle. If it feels good for your neck, if you feel any tension, any kind of pain, you can go slowly and gently. Or if you feel not doing this one, that's fine. Very good. Back to center. Okay, give everything a little shake. Right, let's stretch the sides a little bit more. So, back to the same position, belly button to the spine, chest open, so we roll the shoulders back and down to keep the chest open. Squeeze the abs in because you're going to slide to the side. Just make sure your pelvis is in a safe position, so tailbone under. Slide and slide gently, relaxing your neck and shoulders. Breathing in and out. Very good. Back to center. Long arms now. Big breath in. Stretch the arms. Breathe out. Bend the knees and bring the tummy in. Release. Let's float the arms. Breathe in. Arms up. Breathe out. Arms down. Making big circles with the arms. Breathe in and out. One more time. Very good. Give everything a little shake. And let's stretch the spine a little bit more. So, first of all, breathe in, clasp your fingers, and as you bend the knees, breathe out, push the hands forwards and C-shape your back. We want to stretch the upper back muscles, so relax your neck. You can bring chin to chest if that feels good. Then release, and let's clasp hands behind the back. So breathe in, chest up, eyes up, or chin in if you want. And release. Let's do it again. Big breath in, breathe out, push hands. Breathe in, release, clasp hands behind your back, lift up the chest, squeeze the glutes to support your back, or if you're on the chair, you can do the same thing, lift up the chest and release. Right. Back here to fit under the hips, we're just going to move the ankles a little bit more. So if you're on the chair, you still can do the same thing, heels up, and up. You can have both at the same time if that's comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out, arms, breathe in and out. Big circles with the arms, warming up the shoulders. Just remember to keep your spine long and straight and to squeeze your abs in to support your back. 2 more times. Breathe in and out. Last one, in and out. Very good. We're going to stretch the sides a little bit more, so step your feet wide. Belly in, tailbone under, chest open and shoulders relaxed. Very good. Arms out, big breath in. As you breathe out, stretch one side, back to center. Breathe out and stretch the other side. So if you're on the chair, bring your knees out, keep your spine long, and stretch the sides. Go on your pace. You don't need to follow the music. Just do as you wish. 2 more times. Back to center. Very good. Right. From here, turn your feet parallel, so toes pointing forwards. We're going to stretch a little bit inner thighs and hamstrings. Belly in all the time. Bend the knees as much as you want. Remember to keep the chest open, and then we shift away from side to side. If you're on the chair, you can stretch one leg forward. You can stretch here, can't be. Up. Flex your toes and stretch one leg at a time. Squeeze the abs in, bring the chest forwards. Change legs. If it's fine for you, you can bring knees out and bring chest to one side, chest to the other side. Always keeping that squeeze in your belly. Very good. 2 more times. Back to center. Right. We're going through some yoga poses now. So if you want to use the chair to hold and feel safer, you can use that. Or we're going to just bring feet apart. Turn your toes to the right, starting with warrior two. What we want is lots of space between your feet, so you have your knee in line with ankle and pointing to your toes. Back leg is still active and strong, so engage the muscles here. Pull the kneecap up and push your back heel down, the outer edge of your foot down to the floor. Then we square the hips and shoulders. Think about your hip bones under the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back and down. Squeeze the abs in. And for a beautiful warrior two, we're going to extend the arms. Relax here. Stretch your fingers. And as you breathe in, squeeze the abs. As you breathe out, you may want to explore the pose. So as you breathe out, bring the hips down. Feel the stretch and feel the strength in your legs, upper back muscles. Big breath in, extend the right leg, bring the arms up, breathe out and release. So one more time here to warrior two. Very good. Release. Let's try the other side. Turn your toes to the left. Bend the left knee. Same checklist. Knee pointing to toes on top of your ankle. Back leg really strong. Yeah, hold the kneecap. Tuck tailbone. Open. And open again. And see how far you can go with the hips. Big breath in. Draw your belly in. As you breathe out, bring the hips down. You may want to look to your left hand and feel how far your fingers can go. Breathe in, bring the arms up, push the floor with your feet. Breathe out, back to warrior two. Maybe this time you want to go a little bit deeper. Very good. Release. Let's turn to the right again. So this time from warrior two, we're going to sun warrior. Square hips and shoulders. Tuck, open. As you breathe out, go as deep as you want with the hips. When you feel your legs really strong, breathe in and let's C-shape the spine. Right arm up, shoulders away from your ears. C-shape the spine. Okay, from here we're going to extend the warrior. Again, you have many options now. You can bring right arm to your thigh, and then you make one long line with your left arm and left leg. You can go deeper if you want, so you can bring hand down to the floor, to your ankle, or you can even bind. You're used to yoga, and that's good for you. Stretch, back to center, and release. Let's change sides. Okay, so starting with warrior two, knee to toes, top of the ankle, square hips and shoulders, draw belly in and go as deep as you want. Big breath in, sun warrior. Shake the spine, relax the shoulders. With the next breath, let's extend the warrior. Arm to thigh, one long line. And if you want to explore a bit more, hand down, or if you want to bind here, whoops, this way, it's up to you. Just go, stretch. Feel arms and legs really long and strong. Then come back to center. So if you're using a chair, you can adapt and go as far as you can here, using your arms and legs, but keeping your spine safe, right? You can bring the legs to the side, go into beautiful warrior two. You can extend your warrior. You can come to a beautiful sun warrior on both sides, okay? Same thing to the other side. All right, let's go to the floor. Make your way down if you're on the chair safely. If you're not on the chair, let's go through some Pilates rolls. Same position we started, feet under the hips, knees soft, belly in, and that's really important. We're going to keep using this position all the time. Big breath in, as you breathe out, chin to chest, and we roll all the way down. Relax the arms, relax your hands. Hands all the way down. When you touch the floor, bring your knees down, and we're coming to all fours. So we're gonna have hands under the shoulders and knees under the hips. Cow and cat stretch. Big breath in, relax your abs, open the chest, and you can look to the side. As you breathe out, squeeze the belly in, push the floor with your hands, and stretch your back. Let's go again. Breathe in, cow stretch. As you breathe out, cat stretch. So in Pilates, if it feels good, you can breathe out through the mouth. To make sure that the breath is flowing, you're not holding it. Pushing all the old air out. Just one more. Big breath in and out. Very good. From here, we're going to work the arms a little bit, but it can be very gentle. You can keep your hands under the shoulders, and you're just going to bring elbows down and elbows up. Remember that squeeze in your abs? Stay still there. So that holds your back in a safe position and your pelvis. Breathe in, going down. Breathe out as you rise. One more time. Very good. And stretch the chest and work upper back muscles. Big breath in. As you breathe out, open the arm. Yeah, make your arms really long. Then breathe in, breathe out to the other side. Breathe in the center, breathe out to the side. In the center, out to the side. 2 more times. Last one. Very good. Can you sit on your feet? it's fine for your knees and your ankles. Just sit here, roll the shoulders. If it's not fine, you can go into child's pose. Push the hips back and down and relax here. Right. Then breathe in. Come to the same position. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to work with the legs now. Big breath in to start. As you breathe out, push the floor and lift up one leg up. Same leg. Breathe out, toes up. Breathe in, knee down. Breathe out and in. Eyes on the floor between the hands. Belly in to support your back. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out, and release. Changing legs. Checklist. Belly in, eyes between the hands so your neck is in line with the spine. Big breath in as you breathe out. Other leg up and down. So your knees coming to hip height and toes pointing to the ceiling. Breathe out, breathe in as you release. Just one more. Very good. Stretching child's pose. Or, if you don't like this one, you can always come to sit on your feet and roll the shoulders, roll the wrists. Very good. Okay, we're going to repeat the push-ups and you choose. Maybe you want a bit more, you can go. So, first option is the same one we've done before. Elbows down. Elbows up, in line with your hands and squeezing the ab skin. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your hands forwards or your knees back. Same squeeze to the abs. Breathe in, going down. Breathe out, pushing the floor. If you want even more, tuck your toes. Just make sure your hips are up. Not too high, not too low. You want to stay in the middle like a plank. Big breath in, going down. Pushing the floor, breathing out. It's triceps push-ups, so we want elbows here brushing the sides. Just 5 of them. Breathe in, going down. Breathe out, pushing the floor. Remember, never hold your breath. Down and up. Just one more. Down and up. Very good. You can relax in child's pose, release your wrists, or sit on your feet and roll. Okay, very good. Roll the shoulders. And let's change position. We're going to bring feet here in front of the hips. If you need a sip, have some water. Have some. Anytime you want. Okay, so from here, bring your feet in line with the knees, in line with the hips. Always check your alignment. We're just going to hold back of the thighs. If that's not comfortable, you want to extend the legs, that's fine. And if you need to sit on the block to feel a bit more comfortable, that's up to you. We're just going to think about the spine. So as you breathe in, think about your spine getting really stretched, length, and release. So big breath in, long spine, big breath out, C-shape your back. Breathe in. Crown of the head all the way to the ceiling. Breathe out and release. Yeah, think about your spine like this beautiful thing here with your chakras getting all aligned. So think about the bones in your spine, stretching all the way, getting really long, and then you C shape and push the air out. Just one more time. Big breath in, and then breathe out. Well done. Keeping the breath, keeping the spine long. So we're gonna need the abs in, really squeezed there. Chest open, shoulders relaxed, and if you want some help, you can bring your ball here to support your back, because we're going to work the abs here in this position. This is not comfortable. Find a position that's good for you today. You can cross your legs, you can just relax your legs on the floor. What we want is keeping the spine long and straight, challenge the abs here, feel them engaging, and then up again, right? So you choose the position for your legs. I'm going to keep mine here aligned, right? Big breath in, long spine. As you breathe out, halfway down, and then rise. You don't need your hands to help. You can bring them here to shoulder height. You want more challenging positions, you can bring your arms here. Remember, breathe in, long spine. Breathe out, keep your spine long. So if you need help, we're not C-shaping now, we're keeping the spine really long. 2 more times. Breathe out. Breathe in. Next one. Breathe out. And breathe in. Okay. Is that comfortable for your hips, for your tailbone? I broke my tailbone twice, so I really like to use the ball. If you don't have a ball, you can roll a towel, fold a little blanket, anything to make this position comfortable, okay? Let's twist and work the obliques, so those muscles on the side. Big breath in, same exercise, just twist. Breathe in and rise, breathe out and twist. Twist and breathe out. Breathe in and rise. 2 more times. Twist to one side, then twist to the other one. Very good. Back to center. Hands behind your back. That will help you to keep your spine long, because we want to work the legs here. So, options. Every time you breathe out, you can extend one leg. You can keep your foot on the floor and just slide, alternating legs. You can keep your leg away from the floor a tiny bit, or you can go into 45 degrees. Just make sure your spine is long and your chest is open. Let's go with the breath. Breathe in, breathe out as you stretch. Breathe in, breathe out, stretch the other one. Think about stretching all the way to your toes. Breathe in, breathe out, wherever you are with your leg. Keep opening the chest. Shoulders away from your ears. 2 more times. Breathe in. Could be here. Breathe out. Last one. Very good. Release the legs. Bring your chest forwards and just relax your shoulders, your neck. All right. Let's roll and work on the floor. Now, hey, I have 2 options for you here. If you need to go carefully to the floor, you can turn to one side and bring yourself down the best way possible. If you have no trouble going down, I challenge you to go through the roll and play with it a few times. So, if you want the roll, bring your hips close to your feet, hug your legs, breathe in. As you breathe out, make sure you C-shape your back, and then you roll and massage your back. All right? Here we go. 2 more times. Breathe out and roll. Last one. Breathe out and stay on the floor. Very good. So, now we're going to work the core here. Feel your back on the floor. Relax the hips, relax the lower back, relax the shoulders. We still want shoulders away from ears, so check that. Chin, you can bring it in a little bit so you feel your neck long on the floor. Okay, feet in line with the knees and the hips. Hands to your thighs. You're going to start curling up. So breathe in on the floor. As you breathe out, bring your chin to chest and then push your fingers all the way to your knees. Breathe in and release. Breathe out and come again. Breathe in and release. So as you bring chin to chest, breathe out. Breathe in, head down. 2 more times. Belly button to the spine. Last one. Very good. Release, hands on the floor. Now let's lift up the hips to bridge. Feet are close to the hips. Breathe in, roll the hips up. As you breathe out, roll the hips down. Breathe in, squeeze the glutes, hips as high as you can. Then slowly breathe out and think about bone by bone touching the mat. So you can really stretch the lower back. Just one more. Breathe in and rise. Breathe out and release. Very good. Leg circles. Many options here. You can stretch the leg all the way toes to ceiling. And from here we're going. Small circles or big circles, you choose. If that's too much for your hamstring, you can bend the knee and then you draw your circles with the knee. If you don't need the other knee up, you can relax leg on the floor and then you go. Just make sure you don't move your hips. We just want leg circles. So both sides of the hips on the floor, belly button to the spine. Let's change direction. Breathe in and breathe out as leg go down. In, leg up. Let's change legs. Same thing on the other side. So that was an example of small circles. If you want big circles, if you can keep your hips, just don't want to kick my bottle. You can go for big circles as well. Down, oh, not on this side. I'll show you this leg. You can go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. Just make sure you don't move the hips, all right? Have the other leg going on. Breathe out and in. Change direction. Still have both shoulders down. Very good. Bend the knees, bring them to the chest and squeeze them in and roll from side to side, massaging your back on the floor. See my head there? Yes. Okay. One more exercise. Knees over the hips, tabletop. So here, you need to think about knees over the hips, but not too close to the chest. If you don't feel your abs engaging, knees are too close. You need to push them back. All right? So we have these alignment and abs are already engaged. From here, hands on the floor, big breath in. As you breathe out, extend the leg. Breathe in and bend. Breathe out, extend the other one. So options, you can bring your leg to 45 degrees. Or if you want less, you stretch your leg and push toes to ceiling. Breathe out, breathe in. Out and in. 2 more times. Breathe out and in, out and in. Hug your knees. Roll together. If you want to work with your ball, if you have a ball there, or you can have a pillow, squeeze between the knees, arms on the floor. You want to work your obliques now, so shoulders down, breathe in as you breathe out. Twist knees to the side, back to center, knees to the other side. Options here, you can stretch one leg, breathe in, breathe out, stretch the other one. Or you want more, you can extend both legs, breathe in, breathe out, extend to the other side. Do as you wish. Just make sure your arms and shoulders are relaxed on the floor. 2 more times. Twist to one side, breathe in, breathe out and twist to the other side, then back to center. Release, hug the knees, make circles here. And the other way. Okay. Let's go back to working glutes and back of the body. So, bring your feet to the floor. Again, check the alignment. Feet in line with your knees, in line with the hips. Roll the hips to bridge. Push the arms down to the floor. Then lock the glutes. We're going to keep the hips as high as we can because we're going to lift up heels and bring them down. So up and down with your heels, but keeping your hips as high as you can. Up and down. Up, down. 2 more times. Up, down, up, and down. I'll roll the hips down, bone by bone. Stretch the lower back and release. Very good. Bring the knees in if you want to stretch. And we're going to leg extension. Let me check if I have my space here. Okay. So, from here, you can keep knees bent and toe tap if you want a little bit less. If that's enough for you today, you stick with this one. You want more, extend the legs, push the tailbone down, belly in, breathe in as you breathe out. Leg down, up, down, and up. Breathe out, breathe in. You go as low as you want with your leg. You don't want pain in your back, lower back especially, and you don't want your back arching. Four more times. Breathe out, breathe in, out and in, out and in. Last one, down and up. Then hug your legs. Relax your back. Okay. Now keeping your feet on the floor, let's move the arms a little bit. We're just going for some circles to start. So your spine is completely relaxed on the floor. Breathe in, bring the arms here, top of the shoulders. And we're going for big circles. All the way back. Circle the arm. Big breath in, arms up. Breathe out and circle the arms. That's too much for your shoulders. You can go as far as you can, as far as you want, and then back here, okay? Just one more circle. All the way back, all the way in. Very good. Let's go back here to our abs. This time, bringing your knees on top of the hips. We're going to squeeze the bones, squeeze your pillow, or if you don't squeeze anything, just bring the knees together. Push the arms down to the floor, and let's use both legs. Option, toe tap and rise. Toe tap and rise. Otherwise, big breath in as you breathe out. Extend both legs, Bend the knees. Breathe out, stretch legs. Pushing, lower back down to the floor. Keep that squeeze in your abs. Two more times. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, in and out. Very good. Hug the knees. Relax the back. Okay, let's change position. So, you can go very gently, roll to one side and push yourself up, or you can roll up and roll over. Okay, let's come here. Right, let's work the back of the body a little bit more. So, we're going to start with downward dog. So, hands, shoulder distance, tuck your toes and lift up the hips. We're going to keep that squeeze in our abs and then gently press one heel down at a time. Breathe out, breathe out. It's a really good stretch, but we're also working arms and your wrists. Keeping that strong. Very good. 2 more times. All right. From here, come down to the floor. We're going into hover. So bring your elbows down under the shoulders. Tuck your toes and really double squeeze the abs in. Too much to your lower back, bring your knees down. But just make sure your hips are in the right position. Not too low and not too high. So push the floor with the elbows. Breathe in. Tuck tailbone. Breathing out. Can we move from here? We're just going to tap, back, tap, and back. I'm not sure if you can see my feet. So we're going, if you have your knees on the floor, tap, back in, tap, back in. If you have toes, same thing. Out, in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 2 more times. Out, in, in. Last one. In, out, in. Very good. Knees down. Push yourself back to child's pose to stretch. Relax arms, relax shoulders, roll the wrists. Very good. Just one more. So, this time we're going to use the plank. So, hands under the shoulders. If you go for a full plank, tuck your toes. And again, hips not too high and not too hanging here. In the middle, long and strong. Brace your core. What we're going to do, we're going to stretch the toes. So let me show you my toes again. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and breathe in. If you need your knees on the floor, no problem. You come here to all fours and you stretch one leg, breathe in, breathe out. Stretch the other one and breathe in. Always choose the option that's good for you, okay? Going for 8 times, so brace your core, breathe in, choose your option, plank or all fours, and here we go. If you're in plank, it's just stretching your feet. You don't need to lift up the legs. Breathe out and stretch, breathe in. Breathe out and stretch, breathe in. One more time. Breathe out and stretch. Last one. Very good. Knees down. Push your hips back and down. Relax arms and shoulders. And push the floor. Okay, we have time for one exercise on the side. So let's turn to one side and come all the way. If you want to use a ball as a pillow, or if you have a pillow there, if you don't have anything, you can use your arm just to keep your neck comfortable and in line with the spine. Okay, so I'm going to use the ball. Bend the knees and bring them here in front of the hips. So you have shoulders and hips in one line and you have your legs in front of you. Relax the chest, squeeze the abs in. The other hand you can use here for support. Big breath in. As you breathe out, knee up. And as your knee comes out, they don't touch. Hold the leg. Breathe out, breathe in, out, and in. Just one more. Out and in. Hold the leg here. Same position. Just stretch. So pushing to the side wall now. Push. Be kind to your knee. Gently stretch and bend. Breathe out and breathe in. Two more times. Out and in. Last one. Very good. Release the leg. Probably you can feel that. Alright. Last one here. Extend the leg. Tuck tailbone. Belly in. Chest open. Just some little circles. Try to keep the hips and the spine still and just use the leg. Two more. Very good. Release the leg. Push yourself up. Before we change sides, feet together, let's work in the thighs. If you have the ball, use the ball. If you have the towel, the pillow, just place it here. We're going to squeeze as hard and as quick as we can. So, long spine, breathe in. There we go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Now squeeze and hold. Really tight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good. Let's go to the other side. Turn the other way. Make your neck comfortable. If you have your arm here, that's fine. Just make sure your hips are in line with your shoulders. Belly in, chest open, hand down, knees together to start. Big breath in as you breathe out. Knee to ceiling, and then knees don't touch. Breathe out, breathe in. One more. Very good. From here, push your foot to the side wall and bend. Breathe out, breathe in. Side kick, but very gently with the knee, okay? Just one more. And release. Relax the leg. Right, same leg. Extend, wind the toes if you want, and then circles. All the way back, all the way back. One more. Very good. Relax the leg. Now push yourself up, and we're going to repeat that squeeze with the knees, working your inner thighs. So big breath in, hands behind your back to keep your back straight. And go on. Go, 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 go. Squeeze your knees together as quick and as hard as you can. Keep going. Now squeeze and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yay. Alright. Let's stretch. Go here. And you're going to start crossing right leg in front of the left. Feel your seat bones on the floor. Roll the shoulders. Let's go back to the neck. Roll the neck. The other way. Very good. Back to center. Bring right arm in, so arms extended in front of your chest. Just bring it gently in and make sure you relax your shoulder. You can look to the right if you want. Same arm, all the way to the upper back. Bring your hand in and then try to lift up your face so you feel the stretch on the back of the arm. Release. Let's change. Oh no, sorry, before we change. Ball or no ball, we're going to slide to the right and back to center. If you have the ball, you can go further. Just keep both seat bones on the floor. Stretch the side and release. One more time. Very good. Now we're going forwards, keeping the squeeze in your abs and the chest open. You can bring hands, and as you breathe out, you release, or you can use your ball. Breathe out, push the ball away, and bring chin to chest. Lots of breath here, sending the air down to your hips, to your lower back, so you can relax all the way down. And breathe in and roll up. Okay, now we're going to change sides. Cross the other leg. Very good. Long spine. Bring the other arm in. Extend the arm, relax the shoulder, and if you want, turn your face to the left. And stretching triceps. Hand to upper back, breathe in, open the chest, lift up your face. And release. Left hand to the floor or to your ball. Big breath in, chest open, breathe out, stretch the side. Breathe in back to center, breathe out, stretch again. Let it flow with the breath. Just one more. Very good. Back to center. Belly in. Breathe in. Hands on the floor or push your ball away. Breathe in and rise. Okay, from here we're going to start pose. Your feet together, hands to your ankles, and you're going to use elbows to push the knees down. So think about lengthening your spine, and as you breathe out, push the knees down, or you can use your hands. If you're quite flexible, you can bring your chest down to your feet. Feel free to go as far as you want. Just make sure you don't put pressure on your shoulders or your neck. Breathe, send lots of air to your legs, and breathe out and release. And breathe in, push the floor, bring your chest up again, and stretch hamstrings. Turn a little bit to the right, and extend right leg in front of you. Bend left leg and bring your foot to inner thigh. Okay, here you choose. You can just bring your hands to the floor, or if you feel like, lift yourself up, and as you breathe out, bring your chest forwards. If you can bring your nose to your knee, even better. Find your limits and gently explore. How about the other hand? Breathe in. As you breathe out, change hands. Very good. This leg here, left leg, bring your foot across and we're going to a twist. So pushing your sit bones down. Breathe in and lengthen your spine. Then opposite arm, hug your knee and try to look over your shoulder. Long spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. Long neck. Twist. Keeping our spines mobile. Very good. Back to center. Left leg. Bring your foot back here. You can bend the front knee as well, so you can stretch quads. Lift up the chest. And if you can, bring back foot in. Right, let's change legs. Turn to the other side, a little bit to the left. And this time extend left leg, bring right knee in. Breathe in, or keep your hands on the floor. Belly in, bring the chest forwards. Go as far as you want. If you want to grab your toes or not. You can keep your hands here if that's enough. Just think about sending the breath all the way to the back of the leg. And with the next breath, change your hands. Ooh. Hand to your shin, to your ankle, or to your toes. Very good. Breathe in and rise. Now bring right foot across. Same thing. Feel your sit bones on the floor. Hug your knee with the opposite arm. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. And as you breathe out, you twist. And look to the other side. One more. Stretch quads. So right foot comes back. Heel to butt if you can. Open the chest. And release. Now, if you want to go into meditation and relaxation, enjoy your time. If you need to stop now, come with me. Bring your toes under the hips. So feet hip distance. If you can balance on your toes, it's a really good stretch. Bring chin to chest, shape your back, and just relax your neck and shoulders here for a couple of breaths. Right, with the next breath, brace your core, breathe out, push the heels down and lift up the hips. Make sure your toes are relaxed on the floor, heels are down. Then with the belly in, breathe in again. And as you breathe out, let's roll up. So using your core here to support your back. Place bone on top of bone. Right. Big breath in. Long spine. As you breathe out, just release the arms. One more. Breathe in and rise. Breathe out and release. Roll the shoulders. Just going to extend the spine. So this time, hands up. Squeeze your glutes. Push the hips forwards and go as far as you want, opening the chest. And release. Twist. Roll the shoulders, Shake the legs. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Anything you want, any comment, any questions, please send me a message or email. Hope to see you soon.